That's out the game.
That's symbol. That's single. You know what I'm saying? So I got the camera rolling, and I just want you to go ahead. What you was about to say about
like I say, I equate everything to basketball.
Right.
Coaching and parenting are kind of similar in a lot more ways than you think. You know what I'm saying? To use an example for everybody that knows.
Coaching and parenting?
Yeah.
Okay.
For everybody that knows, you know, Phil Jackson was the coach of the Bulls, right? Michael Jordan's coach. He didn't coach Dennis Rodman the same way. He didn't coach Scottie Pippen the same way because they responded to different shit.
Right.
So to equate that to parenting, let's say you have 3 kids or 4 kids, you literally have to, you gotta know your kids. Just like you gotta know your players, you gotta know your kids.
I like that.
You gotta know what they're gonna respond to. I can yell at you, but I gotta pat you on the back. You know what I'm saying? I can go hard at you because I know that's what gets you going. With you, I got an A. So right here.
Because it ain't gonna work with the other kids.
You want them to be responsive.
See, you ain't got no kids yet already, and it's like that's a good thing to know.
You want them to be responsive. The whole point is to make sure the message is received.
You know how they work as humans.
Exactly. You have to learn
how they're wired, their personality and all that. I like that.
Sometimes you might try to approach every situation the same. You can't do that, man. Every game is different, let alone every situation.
Right.
Some teams might run up, you know what I mean? Not to get too far into basketball.
No, I like the basketball analogy because it's the game of life. That's how life is.
One way the whole game and then switch it in the full court. You got to be able to make adjustments.
Right.
And life is about adjustments. Everybody had a plan growing up, right?
The only thing promises change, right?
That's it. Everybody had a plan growing up, bro. What you wanted to be when you grew up? You just knew it was gonna happen.
Oh, just architecture.
You knew that was what you was doing.
And own land and all that. Yeah.
I knew I was gonna be an astronaut or some shit. You know what I mean? You couldn't tell me that at age 8, bro. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go be on the moon. Like, I want to see what the world looks like when I'm not in it. And life just took a different path, and that's okay. But you gotta adjust.
So do you So do you feel like you have a grip on life at this point? Now, how old are you at this point?
29.
29. Oh, nice age, because you
feel me? Yeah, you done with the bullshit.
You heading right into
exactly.
And I know all your reality checks started at 27, 28, 29. I know you've been going through it.
Last 5, we could say. Last 5 years was like, yo, this shit really can turn ugly even if you're doing the right, quote unquote, right shit.
So you've already been experiencing the different, realizations and reality checks. So you might be pretty decent going into 30 now at this point.
You already know, man.
So tell me, I don't mean to interrupt you. Tell me about, while we got time, tell me about your experience with women in America. What is your view on marriage, real quick?
Okay.
And I know you're not married, and a lot of people, it's hard for us to figure this out. 40-some% of us has figured it out.
Facts.
So tell me about the women perspective, man. What do you think is going on out here, man?
Okay, so me growing up personally, I feel like I had a cheat code in life almost.
Okay.
I'm the youngest of 4 and the only boy.
So it's easy for you with women?
Yes and no. I'm like I said, I'm the youngest of 4 and the only boy, so I saw the types of dudes that my sisters would bring home and who not to be.
Oh,
you feel me?
So you had sis
you see
older than you. How much older?
My oldest sister's 36.
Okay, so you was
like
able to see a lot,
exactly.
with women.
Exactly. So I'm seeing the type of niggas not to be. I'm checking that off the list.
Wow.
Homie said he was gonna be at 7:30. It's 9:30. You're not here yet. Be a man. You see what I'm saying? So I learned how to be a man just by looking at the wrong shit.
Your sister's dating and
exactly.
Shit, yeah. What about your parents? Was they dating?
Looking at the example my dad set for me.
He was dating her, or was he married?
Nah, that man met my mom in high school, and that was his first and only girlfriend, bro.
Wow.
And they've been together since. You feel me?
Wow.
So it's like,
that's dope, bro, because that don't normally happen. And I was just asking a man that's getting married right now about, like, how do you feel about numbers, right? Because they said don't worry about people's past, and I said, okay, is that the same for like numbers as far as how many bodies? And then you saying like one thing to do before you get married is get experience. So I was like, okay, so you saying that experience, that women should get experience too? Like have a sowing of the royal oats or whole phase? Because you said you need to get your whole phase out the way. I said, so is that for women and men too?
I feel like everything is for people in general. You shouldn't put gender on certain things. Like, there's still people that walk this earth for some strange reason that think, oh, women belong in the kitchen, quote unquote. That's a human skill, bro. You need to learn how to cook some food, my nigga. Like, that's not a gender thing. Like, that's real 1950s with it. And a lot of the shit that we do is outdated. Oh, the man should be, hey, bro.
So our
two-way street.
So is our women nowadays more masculine and feminine? And when you answer that, I want you to think about this as well to close out, right? the fact that us as men, we can't even orientate ourselves, and you can tell me if you feel like I'm wrong or not, we can't even orientate ourselves to in the feminine role because we're still judged by society under the masculine role. When we go to court for child support, when it come down to abortions, we don't get looked at the same. The child is automatically the woman's. So it's still set up for us to operate in the manly role. So we, no matter how much society or women want us to change or they want to take over the masculine spot in a relationship, it's not. You know what I'm saying? So what do you say to that when it concerning the roles?
To me personally, like I said, I feel like
I'm a little bit back farther, but it's cool.
I bet life is balance, bro. Life is balance.
No, I'm talking about back the other way.
Oh, back the other. I bet.
Yeah.
I'll bust up.
Okay.
I was following the.
So you said life is balance.
Yeah, life is balance, bro. You can't expect shit to go good all the time because that's not realistic. For the plants to grow, for the grass to be green, it gotta rain, right?
Right.
Okay. So that being said, we like I said, we create these unrealistic thoughts of, oh, I want my woman to do X. Like, there has to be balance. So as much as you want her to be a female, she gotta get in touch with her masculine energy too, and vice versa.
So do you feel like it's all right to overdo it, or how much? Is there a limit? Like, do they still retain their femininity, or is it all right? Or do you believe it's all right for them to just be totally masculine?
Like I said, balance. You can't. Balance is literally balance. Like if I put too much on one side, it's gonna do what? Tip over, right?
So you don't feel like
it gotta be.
You don't feel like the woman should work on a masculinity but still retain a femininity mostly.
Sure. And that goes by. That's a case by case situation.
Yeah.
Everything is circumstantial.
I said that because
the dude might be the one that does the XYZ and the woman does. You know what I mean? That's between the two. Or this woman might do the thing and this other woman might be the. It's all balance, bro.
What I'm gonna end on right, and I'm gonna get your number so we can chop it up. But I want to put out there for you to look at, as well as if you know about it, you can speak on it now. Polarity pose. If you don't know nothing about it, right? But if you know nothing about it, I want you to look it up. We can talk about it later. If you know something about polarity pose and that has something to do with human nature, that doesn't change.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. You know anything about polarity pose?
It doesn't. Not
because we can't get around that with chemistry. Because if a man is not in his masculine, the woman will be turned off. This is the fact that I'm talking about. Like, so we can switch roles all we want, but then the woman's still gonna be turned off. She's still gonna want.
True.
You get where I'm going?
And like I said, it's some women like that shit. Some
women
love to be in charge.
And that's true. And I like that. This is why I say to that, because you got to know yourself. And once you know yourself, you know whether you masculine or feminine, and then you could decide, do I want to stay masculine? And if you say, or do I want to orientate myself more feminine as a woman? If you say you want to stay more masculine, then okay, you might need to find a feminine man. That's all I'm saying.
Like I said, everything is
that's all I'm saying.
Don't be wanting to do the personal work and be because you having the back. You know what I mean? Like
it's a give and take.
Exactly. That's all it is, bro.
Addicted to money like love. We was addicted. Why would we retreat from the life that we started to love? Addicted to money like drugs. They playing with the money, shit, I need a plug. I borrow some hope for tomorrow, the buzz is down. But I bring it up, I drop an EP and they'll pick it up. Like it's an album, could have been on, should have been ready. Just need a producer that's steady. I'm Freddy, a nightmare to rappers that's barely getting by on that party shit. They heavily guarded by Satan, selling they souls for that bacon. I'm waking, I'm sweating, thinking I want it, but ain't trying to lose myself in the making. Trying to keep up, then you lose yourself due to patience. My potential's endless. I'm confident, my influential dominance. I am the way, you can call me power, cause I've been had it since my adolescence. Before my pops took me to the church for blessings. But it's tough to break away from early influences. I've been exposed, that's why I've been through this. Yeah. A day in a life for the hungry is grimy and full of gray areas. It's blue like the skies we believe have no limits, but it ends. Still we marry the idea one day having plenty more money than we know what to do with. So we spend it and still be straight, absorbing the hate from those that made us who we are by doubting.